So guys, I've been using the OnePlus 60 for roughly 2 weeks now, and here's a full review about this phone. The 60 is a huge, sexy glass phone that is nearly all screen. Even though I have fairly big hands, I initially felt the 60 was too big to use single-handedly, but all that's changed after a week's usage. The 60 looks and feels like a flagship in your hands with good quality buttons and materials. The glass design of the 60 stands out round the clock, but I would suggest using protection because it's a slippery affair. The 60 has a beautiful teardrop notch display, and yes, this is by far one of the best looking notched OLED displays I've seen. Selecting a black wallpaper and using the dark theme with Oxygen OS makes you even forget you have a notch, and it's only when using colorful wallpapers and third-party apps which still haven't fully been optimized that you remember that the display is not perfect up front. Enjoying content on the OnePlus 60 has been fun, and the display aids an immersive experience. Let's enjoy this beautiful video shot by my buddy to give you a glimpse of the Himalayas on this OLED panel. It's bright and vivid with excellent viewing angles, but the auto brightness sensor does tend to deviate from the correct amount of brightness that you need. The earpiece is housed along the front frame, but calls have sounded satisfyingly good from both ends. The proximity sensor, however, seems super sensitive to even a small speck of dust on top of the 60. We have one speaker at the bottom of the 60 and it sounds crispy and is comfortably loud, but it's funny OnePlus has opted for a huge microphone housing, which is a red carpet for substance and grace. OnePlus has joined the bandwagon and dropped the headphone jack, and really hurts. Yes, we do get a Type-C to 3.5mm adapter, and the sound quality was just as good from a regular jack, but it's still a painful compromise that I'm still getting used to. The 60 dropped the headphone jack, and yet there's no official IP rating for dust and water protection, and this is a huge deal breaker for someone like me who wanted a reliable and durable phone good enough to be taken anywhere. And the fact that I could have picked up a durable Galaxy S9 or the S8 at a way lower price only adds insult to injury. The 60's in-display fingerprint scanner is a very cool feature to flaunt, moving towards 2019. But it's neither been the fastest nor the most consistent way to unlock my 60. Scans are fast, but the sensor fails to recognize my prints every now and then. The face unlock, however, is lightning fast and convenient, and also a savior during the day as it kicks in and unlocks the phone even before the fingerprint gives up. I'm expecting the screen unlock to keep getting faster and reliable with subsequent updates and machine learning. Performance-wise, the 60 in OnePlus style is proving to be a rocket, and that's thanks to the flagship grade Snapdragon 845 and its fine-tuning with Oxygen OS. Oxygen OS based on Android P is fast and thoughtfully designed and packs in some wonderful gestures, shortcuts and feature additions. It's customizable and powerful to suit any kind of user. I did need my sweet time to get used to the new gestures, but they are pretty neat, except when you need an app that you opened quite a while ago. The 60 is just too fast for almost anything you'd throw at it, like switching between apps, scrolling through social media, or even playing a heavy graphics intensive game. The 60 just flies and Oxygen OS glides. I'm using the 8GB variant, but the 6GB 60 is surely no slouch either, and I think it's truly the more value for money variant here. Battery life on the 60 has been pleasantly good, with a reliable screen on time averaging 5 hours of mixed usage involving social media, gaming, watching HD content and being always connected to a high-speed Wi-Fi network. I associate this increase in battery life to the capacity increase and optimizations in Android P and Oxygen OS. Moving on to the camera, which is one of the most important features for me in a smartphone. The 60 clicks some detailed and vivid pictures in great lighting conditions and doesn't overall majorly disappoint. The HDR works well and pictures are super vibrant. However, I'm a fan of true-to-life colors and skin tones, and the 60 just loves color popping so much and adds that extra punch of artificial color to all of my shots. A detailed camera review along with a truckload of samples is already live on my channel, and I'll leave a card to that, so do check that out. But to put it in a nutshell, the 60's cameras are still not quite there yet, but with better software, things could get better. So coming to an important factor which determines whether or not you should go for the OnePlus 60 is the pricing, and I think this is where OnePlus has slightly missed the mark as the OnePlus 60 starts going on sale at rupees 37,999 and max it out at about rupees 46,000. And yes, while we do get a premium and wonderful experience with the OnePlus 60, I think it still truly isn't flagship grade, considering we have phones like the Pocophone F1, which I think offers about 70% of the OnePlus experience at a way lower price. Feelings on this particular subject only resonate when I recall that I paid about 37,000 rupees 2 years ago for my Galaxy S7, which I've dropped and submerged in the dirtiest of lakes and rivers, and yet it had the best-in-class build and feature list like a beautiful 2K OLED display, dual pixel autofocusing, a superior low light photography, and even wireless charging, which I think I'll give the OnePlus 60 a discount for. If you have a tight budget of under rupees 30,000, which is also a lot for a smartphone in my opinion, then yes, the Pocophone F1 is undoubtedly the more value for money phone over here. But it's just wrong to hate the OnePlus 60 and call the Pocophone F1 the better phone, because the OnePlus 60 does have a few things which are clearly miles ahead of the Pocophone, and that is a beautiful OLED display, a premium glass build that feels rich in the hands, and the smoothness of Oxygen OS. So to sum it all up, I think the OnePlus 60 is a beautiful smartphone, and it's one of the fastest phones available in the market right now, and it packs in some crazy tech. If you have the OnePlus 6, then the 60 is not that big of an upgrade for you, because the 60 has some rough edges. Like for instance, the fingerprint scanner that the 60 has is still quite slow and not as responsive as the one in the OnePlus 6. If you're looking for a strong performing flagship grade device, and if you're okay not having the best in class build and the best cameras in the business, then the OnePlus 60 is the phone that you should be going for right now. If you like this video, do hit the subscribe button, do give a like, and tell me what you think in the comments below.